Early childhood educators and assistants have now been included in the express entry category of draws. As of February 27, 2025, a new express entry category has been introduced by IRCC under the name of Education Occupation. This category includes 5 knock codes. First one is Elementary and Secondary School Teacher Assistants, knock 44100. Next is Instructors of Persons with Disabilities, knock 42203. Next is Elementary School and Kindergarten Teachers, knock 41221. Secondary School Teachers, knock 41220. And finally, Early Childhood Educators and Assistants, knock 42202. While it is a great news, what makes knock 42202, which is the Early Childhood Educators and Assistants, particularly special is that for early childhood educator assistants, there is no mandatory requirement for certification or licensing. To become an early childhood educator, you need a license. Of course, you must already be aware of it. But to become an assistant, you do not need any license. This means you can secure this job without a license and with just 6 months of continuous work experience in last 3 years. You can qualify for this pathway. IRCC had already promised last year that this category will be announced. There is something coming up for the educators, and finally in February 25, they have fulfilled their promise. In this video, I will discuss in detail the following sections. First, we will have a look on if you're eligible to apply, how can you pursue this pathway. Next, we will see what steps you need to take to get started. And finally, we will see important considerations while pursuing this pathway, while making your applications or deciding whether you're eligible or not. Additionally, I will share valuable information on how we at SKYLARKS International can help you pursue this pathway through early childcare assistance. But before we begin, I would request you to subscribe to our channel to make sure you are notified whenever we post such valuable and credible content on this channel. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Now, first of all, let's see who should consider this pathway. Let me be very clear about this. This is an express entry pathway, which means if you are already eligible to create an express entry profile and you are working in one of the 5 educational knock codes listed and you have at least 6 months of experience in one of these knocks, then this pathway is for you. Now, let's talk about the conditions. If you have a CRS, which is the Comprehensive Ranking System scores of 400 or more, whether you are inside or outside Canada, you have a good chance of getting through in this pathway. Next, if your score is 450 or higher, your chances are almost certain. And even if your score is in the low 400s or 390 plus, I would say, you should have still a chance, though we don't yet know the exact cutoff for this category, but because this is a new category and the draws have not been started to be conducted yet. So why I am saying anything above 400 should be good. The exact scenario right now is that most early childhood educators inside Canada have a 2-year diploma, but they don't have bachelor's degree or master's degree. So their scores are typically around 400 and 500 range. Those who are outside Canada may have a bachelor's degree and good language scores, but they lack Canadian education and work experience points, which keeps their scores again on the lower end. So that's why if you have a score above 400, I personally believe you should create an express entry profile regardless of whether you are inside or outside Canada and if you're eligible for this particular category. Now, what if you don't have a 6 months of work experience in one of these knock codes? See, if you're eligible to create an express entry profile and have a CRS score above 400, but you lack the 6 months of work experience required, here is what you can do. So if you're outside Canada, check the requirements in your country of residence, secure a job in one of the eligible knock categories, work for 6 months, and then apply. And if you're inside Canada, perfect. You should target NOC 42202, the Early Childhood Educators and Assistants. This is the easiest NOC to pursue because for assistants, again, as I earlier told, no provincial license is required. You don't even need prior experience in Canada or abroad to get started. Now, there may be some kind of certification requirements, but those can be achieved in as less as 2 to 3 months, depending upon which province you are in. Right, so let's break this down further. Under NOC 42202, there are over 20 job titles that include baby care worker, child care worker, daycare attendant, early childhood educator assistant, preschool helper, nursery school aide. So to become an early childhood educator, you need at least 2 years diploma in early childhood education and a license. However, to become an assistant or to take one of these jobs, you don't need any formal education or certification. You can even start this job if you have completed your 12th grade. Now, if you don't have any experience or certification, what you can do is you can pursue a 3 to 4 months early childcare assistant course from one of the designated learning institutions in Canada. Once you complete this course, you'll be more competitive in the job market and it will be comparatively very easy for you to get one of these jobs, as these jobs are also in demand right now. Now, after securing a job, you have to work for 6 months, right? Gain the required work experience and you can then apply under this category. Coming on to the next aspect, what are the important considerations that you should know, that you should take care of before applying under this category? The first one is the continuous work experience requirement. Now, the 6 months of work experience that is required to be eligible under this category, or actually any category, the work experience should be continuous and full-time. Full-time means at least 30 hours per week. Now, even if your employment letter states that you are a part-time employee, but you are working more than 30 plus hours, right? IRCC will consider it full-time based on your pay stubs and record of employment. Secondly, what you should take care of. Now, let's say if you have scores of 390s or 400s, improve your CRS score. If your score is let's say 400, 410, consider improving it by retaking your language test or gaining additional work experience, or however you think you can improve the scores. Don't rely solely on the assumption that the cutoff will remain low, because the first few cutoffs may be low, but then once the cutoffs are low, a lot more people try to apply and the scores keep going high. We have seen this with the trade category and healthcare categories earlier. So I'm sure this is going to happen with the education category as well. Further, the third thing that you should take care of is the background and training. If you don't have any prior education or employment background in early childcare education or assistance, IRCC may question you, how did you secure this job? How were you able to randomly transition from your different whatever background you had to ECA? To address this concern, I would say you should complete a short certification course from an approved DLI inside Canada. It takes around 3-4 months and you can complete this on a work permit. Secondly, ask your employer to provide a letter stating that they provided you an on-job training to be credible and to be eligible to work or to handle the roles and responsibilities required in the job. This way you will be able to prove and justify how did you transition into such a role, because you did not have any, in case you did not have any background, education or employment in this field. So these steps will help you avoid any potential issues with your application, because recently we have seen IRCC is targeting applicants who have randomly started doing other jobs which do not match their background. They have started getting PFLs, and in few cases we have also seen misrepresentation being imposed on the applicants. So you shouldn't mind spending a few $1,000 if you're trying to make this transition a smooth transition in terms of how IRCC sees it. Okay, finally, how SKYLARKS International can help you. At SKYLARKS International, we are a regulated immigration consultants. We are RCICs. And if you are already eligible, we can help you create and submit your Express Entry profile. If you are transitioning to early childhood education assistance, we offer approved DLI programs that are also completely online, and the complete certifications will be provided online. These programs not only help you gain the necessary skills, but also improve your chances for securing your job. If you have any questions or you need any personalized guidance, book a 15-minute free consultation with us using the link that is given in the description. Feel free to drop your questions in the comment section below and I will be happy to help you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more valuable updates. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.